Senator Hagan, in 2008, you said someone who votes with the president 92% of the time doesn't work here in North Carolina. And yet, since you've been in Washington, you've voted with President Obama 95% of the time. Do you believe that President Obama has done great things for North Carolina, and do you support what he's done for the citizens of the North Carolina?
You know, folks, Speaker Tillis is certainly misleading you about my record, and he's certainly misleading you about his record, too. I'm going to jump back to the other question. His 7% raise, if you were a senior teacher, meaning over 20, 25 years, you would get a 0.3%. He's done away with longevity scales. Even the individual in the Department of Education in the state of North Carolina said that the way you have calculated these issues has changed the first time since 1933, and it's the worst thing that they've ever seen in North Carolina. Now let me talk to you about what you're saying about the president. I want people to know I am the most moderate senator in the nation. The Nonpartisan National Journal has ranked me that because of my ability to walk across the aisle and get things done. You know, I stand with the president when it's right for North Carolina, but let me tell you, I stand with the people of North Carolina when it's right for the people of North Carolina. And I voted against the president and my party. Trade deals sent too many manufacturing jobs overseas. I've told the president we need to build the Keystone Pipeline.
Speaker Tillis.
Kay Hagan's voted with President Obama 95% of the time. She promised us she'd be different, and she's broken the promise. And she didn't answer the question. I think the real answer is she probably regrets the fact that she's been a rubber stamp for Harry Reid and Barack Obama. You can't vote 95% of the time with President Obama and not say and say you're moderate or independent. The only instance of independence that I've seen in Kay Hagan over the last 6 years is independence from the citizens of North Carolina. She seems like she's gone to Washington to represent their interest and not our interest. Kay Hagan has failed the people of North Carolina because she's missed the fact that it matters to be here. It matters to talk to those businesses. It matters to provide a historic pay raise. These are things that Kay Hagan needs to come back home and see the great things that we've been doing in North Carolina since she's gone to Washington.
Senator Hagan, would you like to address that charge that you voted with the president 95% of the time?
Certainly, Nora. I have stood up to the president and my party when it's right for North Carolina. As I said, I voted against trade deals that sent too many North Carolina manufacturing jobs overseas. I've told the president we need to build the Keystone Pipeline. I've voted against my own party's budget when there were too deep of cuts to our military. I have stood up for the people of North Carolina. I've held a town hall meeting in every 100 counties in North Carolina. I know the people of North Carolina, and I support them, I represent them, and I am their voice in the Senate.